Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into this hero tracker for November onward, yeah, that. I have a poll going on for a new video series that I'm going to be doing monthly, brought to you by members, but it is for everybody, pretty much. If you haven't seen what I'm doing here, basically I'm going to give you the opportunity to take control of my barracks partially, because a bunch of your mad lads, you're going to wipe out all my good fodder. But we're going to do a video where we promote a 4-star or give a 5-star build to something I haven't had before, and feature some of your builds or suggestions in a video later next month, basically. Yeah. So there's a vote going on. The members decided that they wanted to see somebody from Sacred Stones, and the voting is pretty much open to you guys. If you haven't seen this, it's in the community tab. It's like the last post that's there, or the most recent, I should say. It's pretty much dead heat between Tethys, La Rochelle, and Erica. So, yeah. If you haven't voted in that, you definitely should, because you could get featured in the video if you submit a build for it. So anyway, that's going on. Just wanted to make you aware that that's happening. A lot of you have already voted. I do have a single email for this because somebody out there was bombarding me with a bunch of votes that I had to go and manually clear out, and I was not happy about that. So, hey, look at that. So, Hero Tracker. Let's talk Hero Tracker, shall we? This is the series, if you're new, where I go through and track all of the legendary and mythic heroes that are coming back whatever month when, so that you don't have to. And I'm also going to have a handy-dandy little graphic that you can download in a tweet that'll be in this description for the video, so if you want to check that out too. I also have it pinned in our Discord. Doesn't really matter, you know, whatever way you want to get it, but I do have that available to you, so you don't have to screen grab and nonsense. It's just there, and you can check it, yeah. So, let's talk Hero Tracker. November, nothing has changed, except these handy little things that I put under the month that tell you what type of hero we should get that month. I know, I'm always improving, look at that. So November, bound to be a mythic hero. Don't know who it's gonna be. But we have Elwood and Sothis coming back, and then we have Azura and Tiki, and then Hell, of course, because it's not a party till she shows up, and then Corrin and Leaf, Dave. He's here as well, so, you know, Colorless is pretty baller for next month. Just tossing that out there. Is it gonna be Triandra? Probably. Yeah. I'd say that's a good bet. I'd say that's a likely bet, even. I would not be surprised if it were not. It's probably going to be Triandra. There's a green spot open. This is the part where we're likely going to be start looking at Brave heroes from this year. So Brave houses are bound to pop up. And oh, look at that. There's one spot for everybody. But we also might see Julia show up as well, because I don't think she's been on a banner from the Fallens. I think she's the only one who was a Fallen unit that hasn't been on a banner now that we've had Corrin and Leon show up. So, you know, she might pop in there. Who knows? Who's to say? But that's November. Nothing's really changed there. Same with December. We really didn't get anybody in December either. Coming back, it's mostly January outwards, really, and we do go into May this time, so it's a stretch, man. We're moving right along. We are set to get a legendary hero in December, if you didn't know, so just be aware of that, I guess. If I had to take a guess, given that the legendary hero, the only one left that we have to fill out that chart, not the first chart, because I know that's what you immediately thought of. You're like, Brian, aren't there like several heroes still missing from that first initial chart before they introduced pair-ups? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. IS wants us to forget, but we're not going to forget because we never forget. But yeah, this Wind is the only unit left currently. I think more than likely what they'll do is they'll just expand that chart, because that's kind of what they did. Whenever they added a new unit that didn't have a slot open, they just kind of bumped it out of the column. You know? And so I assume that's what they'll do again. Unless they're like rethinking how they do Legendary Heroes again. And if you're wondering, yeah, we're probably getting pretty close to that Mythic chart getting filled out as well. I haven't really kept track of that just because the Mythics... But, yeah, so that chart's probably getting close to. We're probably in that phase where they're going to be rethinking some things. So just be aware of that, I guess. But, yeah, we have technically one spot open left on that chart. Whatever they do with it, it is wind. Could it be Claude? I don't know, maybe. It's possible. But we do have Plumeria and Peony and Silica and Duma and Bram coming back in December. So that's exciting. That's a very, very light month, by the way. I just want to point that out. Actually, let me double check. Let me make sure that my notes weren't wrong and that I'm not being a big old dum-dum right now, because did I mess that up? Did I mess that up? Nope, nothing else is coming back in December, so that's it. December is going to be one heck of a catch-up month, my friends. Be aware that anything that happened in the fall for a new hero might show up here. Right, so like late summer, pretty much anything after Brave units and including Brave units is possible. We might also see some oldies come back as well, because they like to do that sometimes. I don't know why they like to do that, but they do it. So I'm just passing it along to you lovely people. January. Let's talk about January, because this is where things actually start to get a little bit more interesting, if you can believe it. Ike and Roy and Leaf, Dave, they're all back. They're all back here for red. Dimitri's coming back, so this is our first official callback here. Dimitri's in the current banner. He'll be back in January. So if you don't happen to get him this time around, he will return. He shall be back. And currently, blue doesn't look that bad. Genuinely, blue is not looking too bad. So, you know, there's an open spot there. It could be anything. I don't know. It's supposed to be a mythic. Sure. We have Hector and Lynn. Dorsier is also coming back. That's exciting. And Alm and Air. So 4 of the units that are in the current banner are coming back in January. Only 2 open spots. Not surprising, given that December is so open. And I genuinely don't see anything coming back from November in December, if nothing in October was coming back in December. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see some chart adjustments. As you can see, January seems pretty stacked. December seems pretty lack. So, I don't know what they're planning on doing there. But I'm suspicious, as I always am, of IS and their shenanigans. January is obviously a mythic month that we know of. That could change. I don't know. All of these are subject to change, by the way. Disclaimer. But, you know, for what it's worth, I think since green is full here, Triandra's probably not going to show up there. So more than likely, November is going to be the mythic of Triandra. So just furthering my proof of that. Additionally, if you didn't check your email for the legendary winner choosing Dimitri, yeah, you might want to do that. Porter or Potter, something like that, I think is the beginning of your email. So be sure to do that, because you have the rest of the day to respond, or I have to pick somebody else. Oops. So yeah, my lead into that was if you want a chance at a free gift card, then pick Triandra in November, basically, is what I'm saying to you right now. Let's move on to February. Another legendary month, hooray. As you can see, also very stacked. The only one coming back, however, is Robin, I think, if memory serves correct. So red is full with Seliph and Hreed and Altina. who is that? Fjorm and Ephraim, they're back in blue. Gunthra and Yoon are back in green, which is kind of nice. You know, we got the Neefel siblings, barring Yulger, but you know, it's pretty close. We have all of the legendary Neefel siblings, I should say, because Yulger's not. But we also have Robin, who, like I said, is the only one coming back from this month into this month, and Mila as well. So, again, a pretty stacked month. I don't know what they were planning for for December, but January and February are almost equally stacked. So that's, I guess, an interesting thing, maybe. March, Mythic month, yay! Erica and Marth, he's back. Look at that. If you're not getting Marth this month, you might want to get him, because March is a long time to wait. And then we also got Naga and Lucina coming back as well. Nothing really too exciting there. April is a month. It exists. It's on this chart. April has Mira and Crom coming back from the current banner. So if you haven't gotten Crom, you're gonna be waiting a while. So just be aware of that. And then also May, because May exists. We are all the way out into May. So obviously last month we only had like, I think, a 6-month spread. This month is a 7-month spread. So we're bumping out a little bit into late spring, early summer now. So that's exciting. This is going to be Realma. He's the only one that we have for May so far. That's it. That's all we have. There are no more. So obviously, you know, the spring is looking a little lackluster at the moment. The winter is genuinely pretty stacked for the most part, and we're about to round out the fall here in style with a good old even balance, which I like. Not much to say about November other than it's probably Triandra, so just be aware of that. But other than that, that is your hero tracker, so let me know what you think about the units coming back when. Of course, if something changes, something updates, I will always do this in the next month's iteration of the hero tracker, so be sure to subscribe and come on back for more of it. We also have a lot more stuff happening this month as well. I have 2 planned food videos. One is more of a test that's kind of an easy-deasy deal. The other one is slightly more involved, pending, of course, the test run going well. Because everything depends on a test run. But that'll be coming. I have a lot of videos planned for November, actually. I have talked about doing like daily uploads in November / daily live streams. So one of the 2 happening every day. But I didn't make that commitment because stuff's been a little crazy IRL for me. So, but that's kind of the plan moving forward. Don't hold me to it, but it's kind of the plan moving forward. So be aware of that. Lots of stuff going on over here. So subscribe, come back. Let me know in the comments what you think. What month are you saving for? It's probably January. January's pretty stacked so far. Mostly in blue. And you know, blue. Mostly blue. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I have nothing else to promote or plug. Go vote in the poll. Control my barracks. Promote my 4-star. Which was a previous name, but decided that would never get monetized, so we're not going to use it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and until then, I will catch you next time.